Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm your host, Ron Nicoletti. We're here in the beautiful Silk Simulcast Center at beautiful Gulfstream Park, and we're going to take a look at Sunday's track and weather conditions. We're starting Sunday with a good main track and a good turf course. The first race on the turf, 1 mile allowance for 3-year-olds and upward. Jockey on the 4 is Jose Valdivia Jr. Scratch the 10, 11, and number 12.
Racing at Gulfstream. Good start from the outside for Morning Brew toward the Rail War Classic, and in between horses Gelfenstein. These three are quickest. They're in front 2 lengths in front of Baltazar with Rompin' Reed. Speed Trap is put to the stick while 5 wide early. Down toward the inside, Undeniable Temper. Then the Gray Piloting, he's on heels, and 5 lengths to the trailer of Fleet Accompli. They race around the first turn as Speed Duel develops on the top end. From the outside, Morning Brew by a head. Gelfenstein with inside position is right at him second. These two have opened up 6 lengths on Baltazar, racing third with War Classic to his inside. Followed by Speed Trap, then Rompin' Reed and Piloting. They're 2.5 lengths better than Undeniable Temper, and a Fleet Accompli last of all after an opening quarter in 22 and 3. The leader is Morning Brew. He's had to pay a hefty price for the top, though. He's in front 5 lengths from Gelfenstein, who races second. Baltazar takes it in while third. 2 lengths better than the inside horse War Classic fourth, followed by the team of Rompin' Reed and Piloting. It's a gap of 3 to Undeniable Temper. Speed Trap calls it an afternoon, and a Fleet Accompli tries to get involved, and they run around the far turn. They went through the half mile in 46 seconds flat, and the leader is Morning Brew. Baltazar moves to him second. War Classic is out after him third. 2 lengths better than Piloting fourth. Valdivia scrubs on Rompin' Reed from fifth, and they're at the top of the stretch. Morning Brew about to feel the pressure from War Classic and Baltazar between horses, and now ducking to the inside, Rompin' Reed, as Morning Brew bumped a little bit there with 3/16 to go. With the lead now out wide, it's Ramsey Zimmerman and War Classic. Baltazar tries to stay with them. These two to decide it. Baltazar kicking gamely with War Classic. War Classic just in front. Baltazar coming back. War Classic wins narrowly from Baltazar second, then Rompin' Reed third, Undeniable Temper fourth in 1:36 and 1.
To start the day with a photo finish win by number 1, War Classic. Owned by Kinsman Stable, trained by Ralph Nix, with the victory today by Ramsey Zimmerman. The second race, 5.5 furlong claiming event for 3-year-olds and upward, which have never won 2 races. Scratch the number 2 horse, Garabato.
And they're off. Passkey was off a step slow and shuffles to trail. Toward the inside, Corton Lake begins the best, with Latent Fire moving up the challenge and Caesar Run from in between horses. Parsley comprises the top flight. These 4 are quickest. Congrats Rob comes away improving now. He's into fourth around Corton Lake, 2 lengths better than Dreaming of Andier, and at the back the trailer is Passkey. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn with Latent Fire in front. Toward the inside, it's Caesar Run second. Congrats Rob is third. Parsley is now retreats to be fourth, 3.5 lengths better than Corton Lake. Then Dreaming of Andier and Passkey, and there's 5/16 to go. Edwin Castro and Latent Fire still doing good things up top. Congrats Rob to the attack on the outside, and Caesar Run tries to sustain a run inside. 3.5 lengths back to the outside. Corton Lake gets underway while wide, and they're at the top of the stretch. Latent Fire trying to seal the deal. He still has the lead. Toward the inside, Caesar Run toward the far outside. Corton Lake begins to find his best stride with 1/8 of a mile to go. Latent Fire's in front. Corton Lake is surging at him. Here's Corton Lake on the outside trying to catch Latent Fire. Corton Lake in time. Ramsey Zimmerman with a well-judged ride, and Corton Lake got up to win it from Latent Fire second, close third in 1:05 and 2.
It's number 1, Bartron Lake, closing the winner for My Purple Haze Stables and Barry Berkelhammer, trained by Terry Pompey, and that gives jockey Ramsey Zimmerman 2 wins on the card. We'll take a break. Be back for the third in just a couple of moments.
Paladin Bay in front as they hit the last 16th of a mile. 15 to 1 shot. Paladin Bay got it done. What a horse race here as they come to the last 16th of a mile. Lexi Lou unwavering on the lead. Lexi Lou to win the South Ocean. Paladin Bay will finish second.
Sligo Bay, Canada's leading sire of 2-year-olds and number 2 on the Canadian General Sire list in 2013, standing at Adena Springs.
Watch world-class horse racing while dining on scrumptious world-class cuisine. Gulfstream Park features one of South Florida's most popular culinary destinations in 10 Palms. Located on the second floor of the clubhouse, 10 Palms features creative American dishes and daily specials overlooking beautiful Gulfstream Park. Enjoy delicious seafood and the finest in organic beef, whimsical desserts, and daily food and drink specials, all while taking in a breathtaking view of world-class racing. For a delicious afternoon of mouth-watering culinary delights, come to Gulfstream Park.
Welcome back for our third race. The main track now listed as fast, and this one run at 6 furlongs. It's a claiming event for 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 3 races. 7 runners going to the post with no scratches or job changes.
And they're up. Philantropo and El Beats were off slowly. Romeo's War wins the break and goes looking for the lead. Classic Surge from the top shelf moves to challenge. At Red Max from down toward the inside, these 3 are quickest. They're 3 lengths better than Springfield Alley, then a recovering Philantropo. In between horses USO Club and El Beats is last of all as they make their way to the far turn. Romeo's War a half-mile from home in front of Classic Surge by a neck. Toward the rail, Red Max is now third, 4 lengths better than the outside horse Springfield Alley fourth. Philantropo toward the inside, he's fifth, and he's about 6.5 off the lead. A length and a half better than USO Club, and 3 lengths to the trailer, El Beats. 5/16 to go, and this prolonged speed duel continues. 3 wide out there. Classic Surge now is on to the front. Back to second with Romeo's War toward the rail. Red Max third. Springfield Alley is now fourth and trying to gain into it, and they're at the top of the stretch. Ramsey Zimmerman bidding for a natural hat trick. He sets Classic Surge down for the drive and has a 2.5 length lead. The dangerous Springfield Alley from Romeo's War third, then Red Max. 1/8 of a mile to go. Classic Surge kept the business with a 3 length lead. Springfield Alley's up into second, but Ramsey Zimmerman has a natural hat trick. Classic Surge is in front by 2.5. Second was Springfield Alley in front of Romeo's War third, and El Beats was fourth in 1:11.4.
Number 7, Classic Surge. That gives jockey Ramsey Zimmerman his 3rd consecutive victory, owned by IAB Stables and Miguel Soto, trained by Tamara Levy. And in the winner's circle, it's a groom of the month, Ernesto Sanchez. Thank you, Ernesto. The 4th race, a 6 furlong sprint, starter optional claimer for 3-year-olds and upward. 8 runners going to the post. The off-time favorite, number 5, Hayward.
And they're up. Great Victorian and Unleash the Humor, the first 2 out. Artie Ocean moves to be third early. The favorite Hayward is caught in traffic, shuffled to third last. Toward the inside, that's Becky's Kitten, and Time's Concern is last of all. The picture changes in the run down the backstretch. With the lead on the inside, Unleash the Humor by a neck. Dangerous Brew is now second. Great Victorian is now third. Then it's the team of Artie Ocean and in between horses Hayward. Out wide is Ben's Best Bet. Followed inside by Becky's Kitten and trailing is Time's Concern, and they run around the far turn. Dangerous Brew takes it to the inside horse Unleash the Humor. They're in lockstep. Hayward will have to do it from off the speed. He's third now, ahead better than Great Victorian. In between horses, Becky's Kitten gets underway, and on the outside in Time's Concern with Artie Ocean, and they run to the top of the stretch. Here's Great Victorian up on the outside of Dangerous Brew to try to get to the lead. Tipping off the fence is Hayward. He's had a tough trip today, and they're into the stretch. Great Victorian, veteran campaigner, set down for the drive by Vallayanis and puts ahead in front. Back to second is Dangerous Brew toward the outside. Becky's Kitten begins to motor with the 16th to go. Dangerous Brew battles with Great Victorian. Great Victorian has the measure. Great Victorian in front. Dangerous Brew gave it a good run to be second in front of Unleash the Humor third. Becky's Kitten fourth in 1:10.2.
It's number 6, Great Victorian, winning it for Avro Racing LLC, trained by Kirk Zadie, ridden to victory today by apprentice Jean Villanueves. The 5th race, 1 mile and 1/16 turf course, now listed as firm. This is a maiden claiming event for maiden 3-year-olds and upward. Scratch the number 12, Little Rocco.
And they're up. The favorite Nanotech was off last. It was a quick start in the center for Ararat, who goes looking for the lead, joined by Renegade Spirit. These 2 are quickest, and they're 2 lengths better than Cat's Corinthian away in third. Headwing is next with My Maple Leaf on the outside as they make their run into the first turn. It's Renegade Spirit with the lead toward the outside Ararat. They're in lockstep, and they're 2 lengths better than the team of Headwing and Cats Corinthian. Then it's a length back to My Maple Leaf. No Brag All Fact settles in midfield. He's about 6.5 off the speed. He's 2 lengths better than Frady, who's a length in front of Nanotech. Then Mace Away, 2-length margin to Buckingham Gate, and far back, Gavel Down, not being persevered with early. Opening quarter, sharp 23-1. Down the backstretch they go. With the lead, it's Ararat, 3 parts of a length. Renegade Spirit is there second. Headwing toward the rail is third, ahead better than Cats Corinthian. Then it's a stretch of 2.5. Toward the outside, No Brag All Fact tries to get around My Maple Leaf. They've opened up a 3-length margin on Mace Away, who improves with an inside journey. A length in front of Frady, then the favorite Nanotech, followed by Buckingham Gate, and the 9-horse Gavel Down has been pulled up. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Now the pace quickens. With the lead, it's Ararat with Mace Away trying to find room, and Mercia found room down inside. Mace Away with a long sustained run and has all the room he wants down in there and runs on to take the lead. Toward the outside and trying to go with the leader in second position is My Maple Leaf, in between horses Ararat, followed by No Brag All Fact. They're into the stretch. Textbook turf riding for Ambatiaco Mercia aboard Mace Away, and Mace Away gets away by 2.5. No Brag All Fact is down the outside and trying to track the leader down with Frady next. Final furlong, Mace Away trying to seal the deal, but here's No Brag All Fact in time. No Brag All Fact wins it by 1.25 going away from Mace Away with a no excuse second, in front of Frady in third, and Buckingham Gate was fourth in 1:44.4.
Number 7, No Brag All Fact wins it for owner Robert Paterno, trained by Brian Baker, ridden victory today by Manuel Aguilar. We'll take a break and be back for the 6th in about a minute.
A love of horses and a commitment to excellence have come together in the heart of Florida's Marion County. Owned by lifelong horseman Benjamin Leon Jr., Basilou Stables has assembled top-notch thoroughbreds, breeding and racing the champions of today and tomorrow. Breeders' Cup winner Royal Delta has thrilled the racing world with back-to-back wins in the Ladies' Classic. As a multi-year sponsor of the Fountain of Youth and the Florida Derby, Basilou Stables is a proud sponsor of Gulfstream Park.
Welcome back for our 6th race. It's a 4.5 furlong sprint. These are maiden 2-year-olds. We're going to have 9 runners going to the post. The off-time favorite is number 9, Awesome Union.
They're off. The inside pair, Purple Smoke and Run for the Woods, both begin nicely and go looking for the lead. Brown Magic moves to challenge. Awesome Union on the outside, and moving up after a subpar beginning is Bo Bob. Svetic is toward the inside. Half length better than Rock Me Again, and Magnus Maximus is at the back as they run around the far turn. In between horses, here's Brown Magic. He was 4th. He's now 2nd and challenging for the lead, and the lead is held inside by Purple Smoke. But now Brown Magic goes on with it. Brown Magic and Michael Ritvo at the top of the stretch in front, a widening length and a quarter. Purple Smoke is there second. Awesome Union coming under pressure. Bo Bob works out a wide trip. He tries to gain into it, and they turn for the money. Brown Magic has this to throw away. He's off the top of the turn, widening on a 3.5 length lead. Bo Bob putting in a charge, and in between horses, late run from Run for the Woods. But in deep stretch, Brown Magic is gone. It's Brown Magic and Michael Ritvo to win today's 6th race and win it easily. Brown Magic by open lengths. Very close for second. Little Nicodemus rallied in the center. Magnus Maximus rallied on the outside. And toward the inside was Bo Bob in 52-2.
Number 5, Brown Magic was much the best. Owned by JM Racing Stable LLC. Trained by Antonio Sano. Winning the victory today by apprentice Michael Ritvo. The 7th race, 1 mile and 1/16 on the turf. It's a claiming event. Fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 2 races. Scratch number 13, Princess Zaira, and number 14, Nina's Forever.
They're off. Wild Heiress from the 12th post is away alertly and right to the ear of the lead with Bahama Drama, and down toward the inside, Kaluma showing speed. Midnight Q is alongside, so is Comme Si, Comme Ça. These 4 are quickest in the run to the first turn. Wild Songstress drops over to the rail under Diego Gomez, is now ahead better than Bahama Drama as they chase the speed of Kaluma. It's Kaluba and K. Burkoa in front to half a length. Wild Heiress on the outside is second. Comme Si, Comme Ça is now third. Then Midnight Q in fourth. Wild Songstress is now fifth. Tucked in inside is Everyone Loves Me. Perched out 3 wide is Bahama Drama. It's a stretch of 2.5 lengths to Lady Joyful with Curly Queen alongside her. It's another 2 lengths to Gigi's Miracle. To her outside is Greek Flower, and it's 3.5 lengths to the trailer. Kimberly, Is That You? The opening quarter quick, 23-2. Toward the inside, Kaluma by a head. Wild Eris right there on her outside second. Comme Si Comme Sa's third. It's a stretch of 4.5, almost 5 lengths to Midnight Q and Wild Songstress. They're 4th and 5th, and they're a length and a half better than Everyone Loves Me. Then it's a gap of 3 to Lady Joyful, who's making progress. She gets around Bahama Drama, followed by the gray Gigi's Miracle. Then on the inside to Kimberly, Is That You? And Greek Flower is now last, and Wild Eris is now first. Wild Eris goes to the quarter pole on top by a length and a half. Kaluma's out after second. Wild Songstress has had a good run. She's tipped out 3 wide and charging at the top horses. Lady Joyful is 4th and rallying, and they're at the top of the stretch. Wild Eris has the lead. Wild Songstress to the attack on the outside, and she slingshots right on by. Back to second is Wild Eris, Gigi's Miracle, Lady Joyful, and Everyone Loves Me are next. Inside the final furlong, it's Wild Songstress booting clear. Wild Songstress and Diego Gomez will win and win easily. They'll win by about 3. Gigi's Miracle finishes up well to be second in front of Everyone Loves Me third. Very close for fourth. A 3-way go between Bahama Drama, Wild Eris, and Lady Joyful at 143-4.
And it's number 6, Wild Songstress. What a nice performance. Trained by Javier Negrete, owned by Ricardo Romo, and ridden to victory today by Diego Gomez. The 8th race, 5.5 furlongs on the fast track. It's a maiden claiming event for fillies and mares 3-year-olds and up. Scratch the 2, scratch the 5, scratch the 8, scratch the 9, and scratch number 10.
And they're off. Sweet Anne Gold hopped in the air and cost herself 4 lengths. Jalise wins the break and goes looking for the lead from the favorite Scarlet Dell, who comes away in second. Yagodka is outsprinted, who races third. Half length better than Grace by Power, who is fourth, then Lynn's Image, and after a subpar beginning, the trailer a long way, Sweet and Gold. Past the half mile and moving to the far turn, and Jalise crosses over in front of Scarlet Dell, who's tipped to the 2 path to move up second. These two have opened up after a sharp quarter of 22-2. They're 5 lengths better than Yagodka, who races in third. She's in front of Grace with Power fourth, then Lynn's Image and Sweet and Gold. Jalise trying to throw the knockout blow to the favorite here at the quarter pole. Jalise still confidently handled in 2 on top. Alvarez working on Scarlet Dell, trying to get more out of her from second. Then Yagodka third, and they're at the top of the stretch. It's Jalise in front by 2. The whip is out on the favorite Scarlet Dell, who's still yet to make inroads, trying to get to the leader with 1/8 of a mile to go. Jalise holding firm. Scarlet Dell on the outside. Yagodka third. It's still Jalise. Scarlet Dell's not going to get there, fans. It's Jalise to spring a minor upset and win by a length and a quarter. Scarlet Dell second in front of Yagodka third, then Lynn's Image, Sweet and Gold, and Grace with Power in 106-3.
It's number 6, Jalise, winning it for owner Gary Snoonian, trained by Joe Cantonese the third, and ridden to victory today by John Delgado. The 9th race, a 1-mile claiming event, 3-year-olds and upward, which have never won 2 races. 2 jockey changes on the 3. It's Diego Gomez. On the 4, it's Rodney Sudine.
And they're off. From the outside, Mordet, the favorite, is away the best and goes looking for the early lead. Toward the outside, Tony Tile moves to challenge. These two are quickest. Toward the inside, Abu's Dream now comes away to be third. He's alongside of Spirit of Dixie as they run out of the 1-mile chute. Top pair hooking up, and they're going quickly, too. Mordet on the inside, stung by Tony Tile on the outside. And lockstep through the opening quarter, 7 lengths ahead of a rating third of Spirit of Dixie. Then it's a length toward the inside to Not a Boat. In between horses, Perfect Polar. After a sharp opening quarter of 22-3, the leader is Mordet. Mordet down the backstretch, a half length in front of Tony Tile in second. It's 4 lengths back to Spirit of Dixie and Not a Boat. In between horses, Perfect Polar. Asked to quicken already is Kenny Z from down toward the inside. He's alongside Abu's Dream and Plausibly. Then it's a stretch of another length and a half back to Reserved Power, and it's far back to the trailer, Jim and John. Half mile, 45 and 2. Big time speed put up by Mordet, but he's surrounded. Up on the outside, 3 wide. Spirit of Dixie now comes on to challenge for the lead. Mordet throws out the anchor and now backing up in his face there. And having to take up was Perfect Polar from the backfield, rallying a reserve power. And they run to the top of the stretch. And the leader and the horse to beat is Spirit of Dixie. Spirit of Dixie and Jose Valdivia Jr. off the top of the turn in front by a length. Tony Tile stays on gamely second. Reserve power on the outside. And Perfect Polar tries to get back into the race with Abu's Dream. 1/8 of a mile to go. Spirit of Dixie has the lead, and Spirit of Dixie puts him away. It's Spirit of Dixie for Manny Estevez and Jose Valdivia by 5. Very close for second. Give it to Tony Tile over Abu's Dream, and Not a Boat finishes 4th in 1:38 and 3.
It's number 8, Spirit of Dixie, winning it for Carolina Stable, trained by Manny Estevez, ridden to victory today by Jose Valdivia Jr. We will take a short break and be back for the late Daily Double.
Sport of Kings, Florida's most unique venue, located at beautiful Gulfstream Park, has hosted elegant weddings, spectacular concerts, and the grandest of social events. Surrounded by lush gardens, pedestrian promenades, and inviting streetscapes in the signature style of Addison Meisner, Sport of Kings is the ideal venue for intimate gatherings or groups as large as 500. Our events coordinators and audio and visual production specialists can customize the room to any needs, while our chefs can create scrumptious menus. For information on holding your next event at Gulfstream Park's Sport of Kings, call our event specialists at 954-457-6186.
Welcome back for our 10th race, 1 mile claiming event, 3-year-olds and up, which have not won a race since January 27th. The jockey on the 8 is Antokio Murgia and scratch number 10, In Spite of It.
And they're off. Toward the inside, Starship Silverado is sent for speed. Moving up on the outside is Baham with Giacomo the Great moving to challenge. And in between horses, early speed from Dream Maestro as they run out of the 1 mile chute. From the outside, Giacomo the Great has dropped over to the inside and now leads the way 3/4 of a length. Baham is there racing in second, a length and a half back to Cactus Kid. He splits horses and he takes third. Dream Maestro and Temecula Creek are next. Toward the outside, it's Franklin Park. It's a length to the team of Was a Mutter You with Treasured's Image, then down to the rail Starship Silverado, and it's 6 lengths to the trailer Keener Veloz. Down the backstretch they go after the opening quarter in 23 and 3. They're chasing the speed of Giacomo the Great. He leads it by a neck. Baham is second. Perch 3 wide. Cactus Kid is now third. Then it's the team of Temecula Creek and Dream Maestro. They're 4th and 5th, and they're 2 lengths better than Starship Silverado. Franklin Park is wide and losing ground with Treasure's Image between horses. 2.5 lengths to Was a Mutter You, and trailing the field, trying to get going, Keener Veloz. They move to the top of the stretch now, and on the outside, it's Cactus Kid and Hugo Sanchez at the 5/16 taking over. Dream Maestro moves to challenge, and now Dream Maestro takes the lead. Cactus Kid is back to second. The old man, Temecula Creek, trying to wind up from the back, and they're at the top of the stretch. Cut loose for the drive, the favorite Dream Maestro into the stretch drive with a 2-length lead. Toward the outside, Temecula Creek continues to run at the leader second, and Cactus Kid third. Here's Temecula Creek trying to track down Dream Maestro. Back third, Cactus Kid, then Starship Silverado. 8th pole now. Dream Maestro's almost home. Temecula Creek is game, but cannot reach him. It will be Dream Maestro to prevail by a length and a quarter. Temecula Creek was second in front of Cactus Kid third. It's a 4-way photo for 4th between Baham, Starship Silverado, Keener Veloz, who was charging hard, and Treasured's Image. They covered the course in 1:38 and 1.
Number 5, Dream Maestro scores for Northwest Stud Stables, trained by Giuseppe Iacedernia and ridden to victory today by Luca Panici. The 11th race, 1 mile at 1/16 on the turf. It's a maiden claiming event. Fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up, with the jockey on the 3 is Luca Panici. Scratch 13, 14, 15, and 16.
And runners away. It was a level beginning. In the center, Jackie's Honor Roll gets the first call and goes looking for the lead, with Megan's Holiday moving to challenge from second. Bitter Tears and Starship OEM come away in the top flight. In It to Win It is on the outside, and Mia's Glow is down toward the inside as they run into the first turn. They're chasing the speed of Jackie's Honor Roll, who's off top by 3.5 lengths from Megan's Holiday second. Bitter Tears is third. In tight there was Starship OEM. To her inside is Mia's Glow. In it to win it follows them. Pocketed up down inside is Royal Spaces. She has 1.5 lengths on Morakata. Morakata's 3 lengths better than Secretariat Indy. Secretariat Indy's 1/2 length better than Livingston's Lady, who's tipped to the 2-path. And then it's a stretch back to the back markers, lagging far back early. The trailers are Sky Firm and Aviate. They make their way down the backstretch after the opening quarter went in 24-1. Jackie's Honor Roll and Lucy Herkova lead it by 2.5 lengths. Megan's Holiday is second. Bitter Tears and Starship OEM. The heavy hitters are third and fourth. Royal Spaces is racing fifth with 5 lengths to race, 2 lengths better than Mia's Glow, then Morakata. The rest need to do some work and need to do it soon. After a half mile and 48-1, spirited tempo for the level, and now Megan's Holiday goes on the offensive to take the lead. Megan's Holiday to the top of the stretch is in front. Bitter Tears comes under the whip from Brittany Arterburn, and Starship OEM is spying an opening. Meanwhile, Morakata's unleashed and 5 wide with Royal Spaces 4 wide. Suddenly, this is up for grabs. They're at the top of the stretch, cutting the corner. Starship OEM now settles into the drive with Morakata to deal with, and Royal Spaces between horses. Here's Morakata on the outside, trying to track down Starship OEM. Starship OEM holding firm. Morakata one more time outside. These two, 16th pole. Here's Morakata, and Starship OEM turns her away. Starship OEM wins it from Morakata second. Royal Spaces third. Bitter Tears finish fourth, and Megan's Holiday to complete the high five in 145-3.
Number 5, Starship OEM lands in the winner's circle, owned by Bertrell Vaz, trained by Leon Minute, and ridden to victory today by Wesley Henry. The pick 4, 1865. The pick 5, 5 of 5, $1,695.35. 4 of 5, $20.75. Pick 6, 6 of 6, $1,756.32. There'll be a $50,000 jackpot guarantee going into Thursday's card. And that wraps up Sunday's action. Remember to come and join us next week at Gulfstream Park, live racing Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And on Saturday, stakes action, the Soaring Softly, 1 mile and 1/16 on the turf. Fillies and mares, $75,000. And don't forget, all week long, simulcasting from Saratoga and Del Mar. Good night and good luck.